But we've still got one more, and it's the bear match. Group P, KumaKid versus Lazybear.
Yeah, here KumaKid going to be a clear underdog. Has just over 600 games. Lazybear, I think over 5,000. Really good player in gold. Very very strong. The thing is I was playing with KumaKid a little bit. Have a little bit of intel. KumaKid's spy is really really good, like amazingly good. It was doing very very good bugs, and honestly, I think he could catch Lazybear off guard. I think his spy might be enough to maybe sneak a win off of Lazybear. So we'll have to see how he performs in the secondary bear match.
I love this so much. I'm excited. All right, this should be a good one. Lazybear, the odds-on favorite, but KumaKid definitely with a shot on this as the dark horse, starting things off as the spy in Ballroom any 4 of 8. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Weak flirting to start. One thing to notice from KumaKid's spy is that he is extremely passive at the start of the game, and then often resorts to timeouts at about the 1 minute to 2 minute mark. So we'll see if he can maybe pick up the pace a little bit at the start. Although Lazybear is highlighting people for early flirts, general, picking up one highlight already for that sort of thing.
Should be fun to watch. Early flirt is indeed what comes out of KumaKid. 46% is where we open the match.
Yeah, even if we white test from this position, we're still going to be 3 flirting, so KumaKid has no incentive to really leave here, unless he maybe wants to go pick up a double agent.
Well, actually head all the way over to the ambassador. I think in range for a bug, but not in personal space range. So if Lazybear goes for a weird bad rotation, might be able to sneak in a bug.
Yeah, I could also go for a wrong arm here instead of a standing bug. Either are going to be pretty viable
Oh, the
here.
cover all of a sudden, but Ambassador steps away, not able to get the bug off.
Yeah, and KumaKid immediately leaves afterwards. Tried to set up the bug, had a chance for it.
Ooh, little cheeky bug attempt on the way through. Unfortunately, got a little bit of a bad turn on the way out and gets caught out by Lazybear. Takes the shot and goes up 1-0.
Yeah, those are tough to execute. Wait, honestly, maybe if you took a wider path in, but those bugs in general are just going to be tricky. The main issue here too is that there's just no cover by the amp in
Yeah.
order to get this off.
The wrong arm bug was an interesting attempt, but the pillar was not quite close enough to successfully cover for it. And now KumaKid is down by 1, but on the sniper side. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Lazybear just going to start off with a time ad, just going right in. I don't know how much Lazybear, if he's played KumaKid at all, if these bears have ever fought before, but maybe Lazybear throwing out a quick little strike to see if KumaKid's on top of it.
And it looks like KumaKid is not, so you may as well use it while you have it. A bit of extra time never hurt anybody, except maybe the sniper. 34% on the first flirt as well, and we're in conversation with the double agent.
Yeah, when you're playing a new player for the first time, especially in a competitive setting, you just want to play a clean game, but you also want to be trying to get a feel for how your opponent is playing, what they're looking at, what angles they're holding. So Lazybear trying to maybe scout out a little bit and get used to what KumaKid is good at guarding and what he's not.
Stepping in for a window flirt off the second one. Could be a little bit tight, but it does come off successfully as the Duke takes a drink. 66% on the flirt is still in range, so very good positioning for Lazybear so far.
Yeah, there's going to be a print on this bookshelf as well, so that's going to be one half of a mission in progress under 3 minutes on the clock. Plenty of opportunities to get one more print on ball.
I like how the spy game is looking for Lazybear so far. I like it a lot. Blue Book goes right back where it came from. Lazybear looked like he might have wanted to flirt at the statues, but saw selection target putting the statue back and hastily redirected. Now in conversation with the double agent. Pretty good time for the contact, all things considered, but is able to get the bug off of it instead. Little bit of reaction from KumaKid, but no shot, so I think this may have been relatively clean.
Yeah, I think KumaKid was a little too slow on the rotation there to cover the right, and then Lazybear did a fantastic twitch bug, so no lean at all there. Very well executed. And now, with this clean bug and a print opportunity, you might even be able to go to the side statue here. It's not going to be statue completion. It'll be a nice print.
Contact comes off successfully. Not able to get the flirt, though. Has to chase for it. 99%! Hurts my soul, but it doesn't matter because the shot comes off, and Lazybear finds himself up by 2.
Yeah, Salmon did do a briefcase rush there. He had a briefcase earlier, which had a print on it. And then when Ambo went and returned the book to the green shelf, then immediately Salmon picks up a green book, complete, and KumaKid felt that was enough for him to warrant a bullet.
3 out of 4 games this evening have had a sweep on the first map. All of those games went to the person who swept the first map, so not a very good omen for KumaKid, who steps into the spy side of Courtyard. It's a difficult place to get your first spy win, but it's not impossible. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
This is a good test to see if KumaKid knows animations. He does. That's actually surprising. He was in CC by himself and executed the SIP properly. So that was really well done. I was not
Very
expecting
nice
a
stuff.
player this low to have good etiquette, so really nicely done.
Yeah, etiquette is one of the things that usually takes a lot of experience to really get your head around, because there's so many little things to learn, but you can put into the work, and KumaKid clearly has. Now in conversation with the double agent.
You can see the majority of KumaKid's plays are mostly trying to set up bugs. It looks like getting close to the ambush so that he's always ready to get a bug if needed, if at the right angle.
I was a red flirt.
It was a red flirt. That doesn't help you any, especially since we need 2 more flirts 100% and 2 minutes on the clock. We're going to have to rush this down a little bit.
Yeah, this is certainly not ideal. We have the contact done, we have the 1 flirt, and that's about it.
Yeah, nothing else here for this conversation. So KumaKid goes to idle. Might be a little bit too late for that, though. You need to get going on your flirts.
Wait, hang on, that's 37%. That's 2 flirts, isn't it?
It is, yeah. 2 more flirts left to go.
That is not very good for 2 flirts. After the third one, it's 71%. This is fine. But the timer is looking a little bit less fine. Minute and 15 left to play. Still need that 1 more flirt. Cooldown is expired, but we're heading into the statues first.
The Lazybear hasn't rotated yet. This is a good opportunity. Oh, just barely caught it in time. And KumaKid's going to get the highlight.
If KumaKid was on top of that, might have been able to swap and run and get away before Lazybear noticed, but that is a very risky maneuver. 45 seconds to play as we go to pick up our last flirt. and die as soon as we hit the talk button. Lazybear continues his reign of terror. It's 3-0.
Yeah, I think the path out might have done it. It was pretty weird. I'm also wondering if he did a bad put down. That's also possible. It looked like he almost snapped it. It looks correct, but he might have been a little bit off. Yeah, it looks incorrect actually. So if Lazy Bear caught that little mistake with the put down, then that could be just enough to warrant a.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not looking good for KumaKid. Has to win out to win the set outright. Looking for a draw, he can only let off one more game. Now, on the sniper side of Courtyard, in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Little weird bouncing to start it off, but never hurt anybody.
Indeed, indeed. 51% on the flirt is how we open up the game as well. Alone in conversation with the seduction target.
We're in an okay position to reverse bug here. Not as much cover though, although Tex will block our arm reasonably. Lazybear decides not to go for it. And yeah, KumaKid's laser definitely looking for this type of bug. So Lazybear wisely not going for it.
Yeah, that. A bug there would be a little bit too bold for anybody, really. Except maybe Wardar. Wardar could find a way.
You know, sometimes the best bug is the most obvious bug. A lot of lowlights here, 5 I think.
Yep, contact comes off, but it's not the prettiest one. Only 3 lowlights get taken, so not too bad of a trade as we step back in for the next flirt.
And Lazybear did see that KumaKid shot in the previous round, so definitely going to be taking it calm, cool, collected. See if KumaKid shoots again. Might as well, right? If you know that the sniper might shoot a sieve, see if they'll do it again if you give them enough time.
Flirt is done off of 2 close screens. That's always nice to see. Still a minute and 30 to play as a fake contact comes off.
Now, this is a very nice fake. Oftentimes, the sniper will think the second one is the real one. And again, maybe Lazybear trying to bait out some kind of shot from KumaKid.
Lazybear has been playing very, very well so far. This is
when you're getting mission progress, plus you're also doing idly things and looking like you're not the spy, you know you're doing a great job as the spy.
Just goes for the inspect swap off the end, is now running for his life, but KumaKid is not able to catch up. I don't even know if he saw the swap. Lazybear taking a risk but making it happen. It is 4-0 moving into library.
Yeah, I think Lazybear there was just going for the inspects and the prints and then saw the poor rotation from KumaKid and just decided to just might as well swap here. He hasn't rotated yet, so I'll just take my free win.
It looked real scary, but KumaKid turned around at a very inopportune moment and Lazybear makes it happen. KumaKid needs to answer back with 4 in a row of his own if he wants to get that 1 point in the group. Starting from the spy side of library in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Ryu versus Uran gave us a little break with a 2-2 split when it came to library. KumaKid and Lazybear decided to go back to the tried and true. Start off with 4-0 on the first 2 maps.
That has been happening a lot tonight, surprisingly. It's always interesting to see what comes of the Summer Cup because a lot of these folks aren't necessarily used to playing against each other. Different divisions from the SCL and all that. First flirt coming off from the yellow bookcase for 30% as well.
Yeah, really good highlights there from Lazybear coming off for the 3 at Bookshelf. Highlights the 3 people that were there. Since Irish clearly had enough room to make it Lazybear knows that, well, since KumaKid and Papa Danger were pretty close together, it's very likely that one of them is the spy. Actually decides to give neutral lights to the bunch as well. Actually has low lit everybody else except those three. He thinks he has it down that significantly already. That is crazy.
How though? It's
Just
not
the
hard
three
to.
at
Well, that's
bookshelf.
a hard tell.
Yeah. It's the three at bookshelf at the start, I guess. Like,
But AIs do that though.
eh,
It's not a hard tell.
this one, unsure of. Yeah, you can see it like 408. This spot next to Papa Danger is just so close. If you want to be at the yellow bookshelf, you need to enter on the left hand side so that you give yourself
Yeah.
space. This is just a little bit too crowded, and then Irish joins in, and it's just like, all right, one of you's the spy. I'm almost positive.
Well, it worked out. It's 5-0. At this point, KumaKid's just trying not to give Lazybear any more sweeps. Lazybear is trying to pad them stats as much as possible so he can have as good a chance as he can get in the tie breaks. Lazybear now on the spy side of things on library in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Lazybear, feeling himself, just goes for the time at the start again.
Well, it's been working so far. Why not? This is a good map for it. You need to get 5 missions after all.
Just gonna put the book back, not going to fully cheese and just insta take the book out and just try to rush KumaKid down. Gonna play it a little bit slow at least.
Well, we did get the time ad. Second target bails on us, so we're not able to get that flirt done. But we've got the time to work with at least.
Pretty solid conversation for us. Seduce and BB, and the CC is extremely full.
Good place to be. It's 40% off of this first flirt. It is now waiting for a couple of people to settle down on the other side of the party before hitting that there right click.
Had a brilliant opportunity, decided not to go for it. With Amba over here as well, it's more likely that KumaKid's just going to be looking over here in general, so decides to just wait. Although green test might have been effective there was a couple rejects before us.
Unfortunately, Toby and Amba in the same spot, so we're not able to wait until the train goes down and then just give the Amba a hug, but it's not too bad. Flirtation cooldown has expired, so we're able to pick up another white test to bring us up to 67. Still 3 minutes and 15 to play, although not all that much progress done for the time we've spent.
Falling a little bit behind here, but overall we're looking pretty decent. Especially with the time ad. And I don't
Indubitably.
think, even if we fall even more down in time, I think Lazybear is going to be pretty comfy time ad if he really needs it.
This is definitely a buggable ambassador. Never mind, he's leaving. So, Lazybear is gonna grab that briefcase and give chase. Grab a flirt on his way out. I love it. So, 94% on the flirtation right now, and got enough distance from the briefcase to get the cooldown down enough to finish up the flirt when he gets back.
Looks like we might have a chance at the blue bookshelf here. If Queen doesn't put the book back, might be able to get another print here. Queen don't put it back. Looks like we're
Do
gonna
indeed get the
make it.
book in time. Don't even have to go for the difficult test. Fingerprint done, seduce done, 2 minutes to play.
KumaKid did mark Lazybear's book, so Lazybear, it depends on if he saw that. Hopefully he did and does not try to go for a micro. Maybe he would go for some cheese here.
Ooh,
He's
nice little
extremely close to
redirect.
the
Banana bread.
green bookshelf.
Very nice contact coming off. Lets off, I think, 2 lowlights, and that's it.
Yeah, extremely close to the green bookshelf, but yeah, the Lazybear's just gonna play it cool. Knows his book was marked. Just gonna make it look nice and safe as he returns it properly.
This is the correct play to make. Minute and 10 left to play. 3 missions done. Inspect swap is available. Lazybear stepping into the back window. Doesn't go for a timeout. Instead, knows KumaKid's on a bad rotation. Takes the bug walking by completely for free. 40 seconds to play. 1 mission.
Yeah, very nice there. He just picked that spot so that he can just adjust to whatever KumaKid's laser is doing and then react appropriately. Very nice job by Lazy. And looks
And the
like we're
green purloin to end the game hasn't even visited the statues. I don't think KumaKid's going to be able to do anything about this.
yeah, statueless library game. When your opponent is highlighting for statues is going to be devastating to guard for.
Although it's a long reject chain, so it's going to be a few seconds of overtime. KumaKid sees the taker, but not the green. Takes the shot, but it's not the right one. And Lazybear goes up 6-0 heading into the last map.
Extremely well played game there by Lazybear. Just perfect reactions to what the sniper laser was. The marking book, he was aware that his book was marked. Nice return. And then the bugs awareness as well of when the sniper's rotation was going to be. Really excellent.
Yeah. Good stuff all around. And now we step into the last map of the night. It is going to be high rise any 3 of 5. KumaKid is on the spy with no transfer, no swap, and no purloin in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
This is the more standard layout. Now's the time you want to see people go to center statues in 2 cycle.
Yes, cast, please do that.
Could have a wrong arm here. Yeah. Very nice wrong arm bug on the way out.
Gotta love them wrong arms.
Those types of bugs are just going to be almost always better than those standing bugs. So if you ever get in a position like that where you're close enough to the amba where you can start the wrong arm and then you'll complete the bug when you're still in range, it's going to be really difficult to guard.
Yeah. Having that bug, though, early on is going to make the rest of this game much, much smoother for KumaKid. First flirt comes off at 34%. Still plenty of time to play with.
Yep, you might as well be patient on these flirts. He waited a good maybe 15-20 seconds to take that. Pretty wise considering he knows he got this bug off, probably clean, and just wants to make the rest of the game as painless as possible.
Interestingly, going for a briefcase to do some fingerprints, this doesn't feel like the kind of thing you want to do. Oh, that was not a good briefcase. I don't think. Well, Lazybear didn't mind it.
Does a sip cancel, but I don't think you should take a step there. I think you just gotta put it down where you're standing.
Banana bread.
Agreed. Contact comes off. We do not want to go for this last fingerprint, I don't think, although Lazybear seems to be worried about Teal much more than KumaKid.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird from KumaKid, going for flirts and for prints for your third mission. Ideally, you just
Yeah.
want to get your flirt and be done. You don't want to get shot for prints here. That would be disappointing.
Be as inconspicuous as possible. Do not prince. Prince bad in this case.
We should be okay though. The Amba's about to leave from personal space. Then we'll have a perfect spot right next to Irish for a good second flirt, and then we only need one more to win.
That is exactly what happens. We get a little bit up in General's business, but it's not too bad. Green test on the flirt is even better. 79% is where it stands. 35 seconds to play, though, so I don't think we're going to be able to just timer flirt it. So KumaKid does indeed step away.
Yeah, the cooldown for flirts is 45 seconds. So if he had stood there and waited, he would have gotten his last flirt at 4 seconds, and that would have caused OT. So wisely decides not to go for that.
Oh, the ambassador rolls on in to position. I'm surprised he didn't go for the spot that was available in conversation between Irish and Twin. Might not even be able to get the flirt done at this point. Does
Ooh.
barely make it happen. The shot comes off, and KumaKid gets on the board.
Yeah, I think at the end there he was wanting to print because he didn't want to go next to Irish. But I mean, there's a spot next to Plain Twin and Irish, so might as well take it. Better than maybe briefcasing and dying for it. So a little bit scary there, and then decides I don't want a briefcase, I don't have time, just gonna go flirt and hope he doesn't see me. And thankfully was not at the suspect pool at all, so got away with that.
Am I the only one who is extremely confused by that shot?
Trying to figure out what Salmon did. I mean, he had a early print and then inspect. That was about it. I didn't really see
I think it was because he
anything
started
else
the
egregious.
talk at 8 seconds and Lazybear was lining up the shot in case overtime happened.
Yeah, I guess he's the only one that really could be potentially finishing in Lazybear's eyes. Nobody else is really talking or doing anything, so he's like, all right, highlight doing something at the end. If I hear OT, that's a bullet.
Yep, fair enough. Gotta shoot somebody. But unfortunately, no full sweep for Lazybear. As he steps into the spy side for our last game of the night. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And even on this map now, after you've seen KumaKid's Civ shots, even more reason to want to play slower, hang out a little bit more, not be so active.
Maybe time ad at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, the usual.
The usual. Picking up 34% flirt to open things up from the back conversation here.
To note, we do have the same mission, the standard layout. So if any AI do complete prints or inspects, look out for them.
Absolutely.
We've got one from Bling and one from Orange Dress. And Orange Dress looks like she's going statue to statue. So already we've got one character that might be on KumaKid's radar to take a bullet.
Indeed. Picking up a fingerprint here at the blue bookcase. And pulling out the book as well.
Pulling out the book is a little bit weird because obviously microphone was turned off, so this total reading business is completely innocuous. But it can give Lazybear an excuse to go do
Wait for
flirts, I
the
guess.
briefcase.
Yeah, or do that. That also works. Just stop read until that happens. And then now you've got print done. And is KumaKid on top of this? I don't think so.
That's a fast print to get done. And especially if you weren't on top of the blue bookcase print.
Yeah, now with this useless book, I guess you can return it to the blue shelf.
and use that as an excuse to come re-enter with the seduction target, who is now at 70% flirt. Aggressive idling. I love it. Still a
The
minute and
laser
30
off
seconds
on
to
orange
play.
dress.
And the
Yeah.
shot off on orange dress as well. That's going to be the match. 7-1, and that's going to be our cast as well.
Yeah, there, orange dress with early inspects and then briefcases there at the end. Possible bug path too, so KumaKid probably afraid of a combination of thought that's enough for orange dress. Time to eat a bullet.